Hi, I am Sarah. If your life feels stuck, confused, and don't know what to do next, you got me. Here are three lessons from my life that might help you a little bit. So, starting with my introduction, I am Sarah. I am a last year law student. I am preparing for the competitive exam, government exam, by the way, and I am also a debut writer. I am writing a romantic novel, and with all this, also started creating content. So I know that's a lot of things I started putting together. So this is all about me. So now starting with the lesson one, don't think much before doing, because I started writing my novel 4 years ago and I always had this one thought like, Sarah, I should start posting something about my novel, so by the time the novel is ready I might have some reader, some audience to promote my work. But funny part is I constantly ignored this urge, and what happened? Nothing happened. Like now my novel is ready and I don't have any audience, any readers. I just have zero followers and zero subscribers. So the lesson is, if I had made account back then 2 or 3 years ago, probably today I might have people to whom I would be promoting my work. So don't think much before making that account. Don't think much before promoting yourself, promoting your skills, promoting your ideas. If you had these ideas and if you feel like you should be going before the camera and speaking, just do it. Number two, I was always confused about this. I am a law student, right? And I was always good academic student throughout my school days. So I always had this keen desire to write the government examinations. I always had it. But again, when I get into the college, when I started studying law, I constantly reminded myself that, Sarah, you are studying law. Don't think about exam. Don't think about exam. And what I did, I finally gave up idea on that. But today, in my last college year, I finally decided to write that exam, because why not? Because I had desire and I want to write it, so why should I be not giving it a chance? So once again I started preparing for the examination this year. Things would have been better if I started preparing examination few years ago, but I didn't. So this is how lesson number two. So this is how you ends up taking lots of times on things that are not so important. Means it was just exam, I should have studied, but I always postponed it. Like, no, Sarah, you can't. So lesson number two is like, if you are doing one thing, that doesn't mean you are going not to do other things. Just because you are committed to one of the stuff, that doesn't mean you can't explore other things as well, right? Lesson number three, you have one life, you must have one dream and one goal to achieve. What if I don't have one dream? What if I want to do multiple things? Yes, what if I want to do? We have been constantly told that you must have one dream, and that's why it took me a lot of time to finally start doing all the things together that I finally and genuinely felt interested into. Like, I always thought about it that I'm studying, I'm preparing for the examination, I shouldn't be making content, and I delayed it for a long time. But that didn't change it anything, right? So stop thinking about that. If you are doing this one thing, you should be focusing entirely on that, and you can't be doing other things, because that doesn't going to create any difference at much. Because I spent my like 4 to 5 years writing novel and studying, and look at me right now, I finally started making the content, right? And things would be easier if I started making content before those 3 4 years, but I didn't. So because, and now look at me, I'm starting everything from the scratch. So the final conclusion from all the things that I taught you is that please don't think much before doing anything, because thinking will just cost you your time. Just look at me. All the things that I am doing right now could be done in better way, could be done with more efficiency if I wouldn't have given lots of thought in my head and rather start practicing the things in real life. So if you want to write that exam, write it. If you want to start that business, start it. If you had this idea in your head, just implement it. Stop thinking about what world will say, what will be the result, what happens if I fail. The result would definitely going to help you in some or other way, but just having this idea, this thought in your head, that doesn't going to help you in either of the way. So stop thinking and start doing it. So this is it. Bye.